Welcome everybody to Week 4 highlights. We start with the 5th grade. Some early scoring from our rookies. First, Becky gets her hand on the offensive rebound and then Jess gets it to go back in on the putback. And then Lily gets the ball after Michaela is stripped. She banks in the shot. 3 points for Lily, a new career high. 5th grade up 8-2 at halftime. As for Kayla, not her best game. She had plenty of chances, but she had trouble making her layups all game long. 5th grade up 2 with under 2 to play. Kayla would, however, make it when it counted. She takes it strong to the rim, gets the foul, and won. Only 7 points for Kayla, but nonetheless, the 5th grade hangs on to win it, 12-8. Now on to the 8th grade. Amanda doing the jump ball. What does that say? The 8th grade probably lacks size. One thing they don't lack, however, is speed. Jocelyn picks up steal in the backcourt, and she'd take it in herself for the layup. The beginning of a career day for Jocelyn. Second quarter off the out-of-bounds play. Nice pass by Jocelyn to Pamela, who banks it in. 8th grade now up 10, and it was 16-0 at halftime. Third quarter, Sabrina picks up the loose ball, passes it up court to Amanda, and for the third straight game, Amanda had 8 points. 8th grade dominated yet again. Jocelyn would score a career high 12 points. Another huge blowout victory for the 8th graders. They are now 5-0, and it doesn't look like anyone's going to stop them anytime soon.
How much of it is your guys' doing, and how much is it the competition just isn't up to par?
They're aggressive. They're a good team. They go after it. So a lot of it's them, but a lot of it's the competition too. Their competition isn't that good, but they go after it. So they're aggressive. They want the ball, and they get their layups.
To round out St. Mary's Day at Mission Dolores, it was the 3rd graders. They turned the ball over in the first half, and down the court we go. The other team scores on the layup, and the 3rd grade would be down 7-0 in the first half. However, the 3rd graders played pretty well. They just could not make a shot, but they did late in the first half. Off the out-of-bounds play, Maggie lobs one for Justina, who banks in the basket. Unfortunately, that was the only bucket of the game for the 3rd graders as they lose 11-2.
1, 2, 3, 6!
Finally, the 6th grade playing their first game in weeks. They didn't look rusty at all early on. First quarter, Jamie gets tripped up, and Sarah comes up with the loose ball, gets it ahead to Edwina, who banks it in. 2 points on the day for Edwina. Final seconds of the quarter, Jamie takes it herself, pulls up, and drains the jumper. 8 points for Jamie, a point shy of her career high. The 6th grade led 8-2 after 1. But from that point on, they looked out of it. Defensively, they had trouble getting to the right spot. Nobody gets in front of this girl as she gets a clean look at the basket. The 6th grade would only lead by 4 at halftime. Offensively, they weren't clicking either. Jamie's wide open but decides to go set a screen instead of waiting for the ball. The girls were not on the same page and quite frankly looked a bit lost. Less than a minute to go in the game. 6th grade hang on to a 2-point lead. Jamie tries to cross it over on the fast break, but she loses the ball. Good thing she retreats and gets the ball back, but then she hesitates and is called for traveling. That would give the other team another opportunity to either tie the game or take the lead. With 13 seconds left, here's how the game ended. The 6th graders catch a break and squeak by 14-12.
You know, I tell all my teams, like, defense is what wins games, and, you know, we squeaked by today. So, my eye just got really big. Can you not use that part?
Yeah, of course. No, of course I won't use it. At one point you're up 8-2.
You said one question.
Additional follow-up question.
No.
I wouldn't be doing my job as a journalist if I didn't do my follow-up question. So at one point you were up 8-2, and it had the feeling that it was going to turn out to be one of your other games. And
I wanted to sit down today, you know?
And then what do you think happened after you had that little lead, and then it just kind of went downward after that?
We let the other team get into their rhythm, which we can't have happen against any team we play. Our defense is supposed to shut them down, and that didn't happen. We had gaps in our zone defense. Our girls didn't know where to go, and I told them after the game, I said, this one basketball instinct that you absolutely have to have is to know where the ball is, and if the ball's right in front of you, you don't step back from it on defense. You go and pressure the ball. Have you ever seen any player, and this is to all basketball players out there watching this, have you ever seen any basketball player just step away from the basketball on defense? Brian, have you?
If you watch enough St. Mary's games, you see it every game.
Well, I don't want that on my team. My team is not, I cannot let that ever happen. So I hope this is a lesson to my team, and I hope they never do this again.